Hello Aries, my name is Alison and you are with Healing Dove Tarot. Aries, today we're going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you from the 19th to the 25th of November. Not much to update you on today, just a quick one. Venus is now direct, so hopefully we should be feeling a little bit lighter when it comes to some of the lessons that we've been going through or needing to repeat in the past couple of weeks. However, Mercury is retrograde and will be until the 5th of December. So just be careful with your communication. Okay, Aries? All right, but let's get started. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Nine of Cups, okay? So the Nine of Cups for me speaks about two things. It's like wish fulfillment, okay? But what does that actually mean? Sometimes we get what we wish for without even knowing that we've wished for it. Does that make sense? So sometimes it's about things coming to us where it's like, oh, I've always wanted to have a job where I'm allowed to work only, say, 3 days, not 4, or something like that. I think what's interesting with the energy of the Nine of Cups, and I love in the illustration of this, the sacred geometry, if you can see it coming out of each cup, there's kind of like a different, etching drawing that's come through in gold. I feel like as you come into this week, you're very much in this energy of feeling like you're understanding where you're going when it comes to love, okay? And that's for singles and couples. It's a really beautiful energy about emotional fulfillment when it comes to love. However, there's always a however, it is coupled with the Nine of Swords. So it's really interesting. You have two nines here, okay? You have the Nine of Swords and you have the Nine of Cups. So it's emotions and intellect. It could be that you're emotionally fulfilled, but you're having anxiety about it. Typically, when I see these two cards come together, for me, it's like an energy of it's too good to be true. You know, it's that kind of mental thing that we say to ourselves, oh no, this is too good to be true. Nothing like this happens to me. And Aries, if that is the case, my invitation to you is to be very careful about the thoughts that you are having, because you are very strong at manifesting at the moment. And Aries, you are nearing the end of a cycle. Again, look, I've just realized you don't have two nines, you have three. So you have the Nine of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords, and you also have the Nine of Wands. So very close to completing a cycle when it comes to love. As I said, Venus is now going direct, so perhaps there's still just a little bit of a lag in terms of some lessons or things that you needed to go over. For me, when I see nines like this and coming up and repeating like 3 nines, it's almost like it's giving you that, the universe is giving you that one more chance to go back and have a look at perhaps an area that you haven't closed the door on yet. And it's really interesting because I do see the new beginning here. You have two aces. You have an Ace of Swords and you have an Ace of Wands. But the Ace of Wands is in reverse. So for me, this is all about getting clarity when it comes to emotional connection. And this is usually about a passionate new beginning. A lot of readers will talk about it being, and I do as well, talk about it being a very phallic card, a card of sexual connection, that crazy chemistry. But if you notice, it's in the reverse. So it's almost like this is blocked. But we'll get to that in a minute. For singles, in terms of signs, I am seeing an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm also seeing a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I have an Aries coming up quite strong, but that could just be yourself in your own energy. But I find it frustrating when readers see that and they don't say, you know, how often is it Aries dating Aries? Someone watching this is. And for that, I think there's this very much this push and pull kind of energy going backwards and forwards between you at the moment. Yeah, but they're the main signs. So earth, water, and I've got a little bit of fire there coming in. There is potentially a younger air sign for someone out there, but I really feel like this is more your energy. So Aries, as you come to the week, right, as we start the week, we have the Nine of Cups and the Prince of Swords. So this could very much be you wanting this wish fulfillment, and very much going to speak your truth. Okay, this is a card of being very clear about what it is that you want when it comes to love. And it could be that you're expressing that to an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be it's like, all right, you want to give this, you want to give me the world, you want to give me all this love and abundance and happiness, then I want this. This is exactly what I want. And I feel like that could be the communication. That's how you're starting the week. Or perhaps that's what you want to say, but you're still thinking about it and you're having sleepless nights about how you might communicate that. Okay. And if you are, that's actually not a bad thing. It's not the ideal time in terms of communication at the moment, as I mentioned with Mercury retrograde. You may want to express your feelings in a certain way, but they come across quite differently. So I said that in the beginning, and that came through very much when I was meditating for you. So be aware of that, Aries, okay? As you get closer to the weekend, you do have the Fool card coupled with the Ace of Swords, okay? In this deck, it's called the Sacred Clown, which I love because it's just like that kind of risk, that leap of faith. It's almost like the Joker card, if it could be, right? It's like that step into the unknown. But what I like about these two energies coupled together is like, it's like you get to the weekend and you have this moment of clarity, okay? It's like a step into the unknown, but you're seeing the truth, you're having the truth. And it's grounded with the Nine of Wands. So it could almost be like, for some of you that are dating, you're almost saying, either you give me the truth and you tell me the truth and you tell me how you feel and where you want to go, or we're not going to start this new beginning. It could literally mean that. There's so many different ways that card combination can play out, but one of the things that I really love about your spread, as I said to you before, you have two aces. So I feel like as soon as you've stepped away from the karmic 8 cycle, right? You're now at the 9, you're almost there ready to close this door, and you've got this beautiful new beginning coming in, which is like the card of, the Fool, taking the leap of faith, coupled with the Ace of Swords, and then you have the Ace of Wands down here in the bottom, which you can very well turn from the reverse into the upright, Aries. This is why we watch tarot, so that we can get these messages ahead of time and know that if there is someone that you want to have this new beginning with, it's up to you, okay? For couples, I really see a beautiful couple here, okay? I have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Now, this could be representing, if you are coupled, don't try and worry too much about the signs, okay? Like when we say cups or pentacles, in a general reading, I tend to not try and get too attached to them, because it could not be the message for you, like saying that that's your exact partner. It speaks more about the energy, okay? In a personal reading, it's totally different because it's for you. It's very specific. But the King of Pentacles coupled with the Queen of Cups, it's earth and water. It's actually a really beautiful blend of energy. So you have someone who's quite grounded. Now, Aries, this could be you. You could have earth in your chart. So you could be both earth and fire, both that groundedness and the passion. And, I can see that quite clearly here with the fire that I have around it. And this Queen of Cups is, when she's in the upright, she's one of those incredibly intuitive women. Very, what's the right word? Very centered in her emotions, right? She's not the King of Cups, so she hasn't learnt all of her lessons, but she's very wise, very intuitive. She's kind of learnt enough to kind of know where she stands. And what's interesting is that when you put these two energies together, they do really make a harmonious pair, okay? So if you are dating and you're kind of trying to figure this out, about whether to take like a leap of faith with someone new, right? Whether to actually commit to someone new. I feel like there is opportunity for it to be something here, okay? It's just up to you whether that's what you want. And I say that because as you leave this week, as you're going into the next week of the 25th of November, this will be after the full moon, you've got the Ace of Rods in the reverse, coupled with the Seven of Cups. So it could be that you're still just not sure, okay? That energy is coming up to say, oh, I'm still not sure. I'm still having those kind of doubts in my gut, whether this is the right connection for me or not. And, only you can know whether it's the right connection for you or not, and whether you want to take that leap of faith and start something new. But my advice here on what I see is that it could actually turn out to be something quite grounded and beautiful, if you're just ready to let go. Oh, isn't that the invitation for us all? Okay, let's draw for you some additional guidance. Thank you, Spirit. Some additional guidance for Aries singles. Wow, that one came out fast. Well-deserved reward. And can you believe this? Number 9. That's 4 9s, Aries. Wow. Those who are into numerology, go check out number 9. There's a great website, Sacred Angel Numbers by Joanne Walmsley. Really beautiful. Go have a look. Additional guidance for couples, please. Just one. Beautiful. Blessed. Nice couples. As I said, really beautiful couple that I see here, that those two that are together, whether or not that's exactly your sign and your partner, I see a really beautiful couple here. Okay, let me read for you from the book like I do. I cannot believe that we have another 9 for you here, Aries. Like, it's just crazy. And it's a repeating card, so it's the 9 of Wands, which is really interesting because I think it's like that. The 9 of Wands is speaking about getting to the end, right? It's almost ready to drop all your sticks. It's like too much going on. And I feel like maybe that's just what you need to do. Let it go. Let me read for you the exact meaning. You ready? Well-deserved reward. Discipline, gracious, compassion, satisfaction. Your efforts are paying off. When this card appears, it suggests you have seen or will soon find your relationships falling into place. What was I saying? It's like if you just let go, it's all going to come together. Wow, that's crazy. It hasn't always been easy, but you've had the discipline to persevere. As you work to create fulfilling relationships, you sometimes had to give more than you would have liked, but you've seen the positive results of that action. You kept the ultimate goal in mind. Be proud of yourself. You've shown that you're self-reliant and confident. You're entering a phase of your life where your dealings with others will become effortless. Wow, Aries, that's beautiful. It goes on to say, be considerate and compassionate in your interactions. There is less need for confrontation now. Diplomacy is the better approach. As you move forward, expect to feel satisfaction with your accomplishments regarding love in its many aspects. You are being blessed for your hard work. Wow, there's that word blessed again. And then you have it for couples. Very cool, Aries. You've got this beautiful love coming in. I can see it if you just let go. If you let go of the fear, okay? You've got to let go of the fear. Because I'm telling you, it looks like it's going to be something concrete. Couples, blessed. 22, something wonderful is unearned and unexpected. It's a grace and gift from spirit. That's the key meaning. And then it goes on to say, you're moving toward a deepening of intimacy and a unique and sacred partnership. You know you're meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. Wow. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit, whatever you may believe, Aries. With this new development, you'll see evidence of grace in your life. Beautiful, Aries. I love this reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please write in the comments below and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.